I'm Helen.
I'm Paul.
From Psycho Kiss, and you're watching Underkill TV.
Welcome to Underkill TV, here at Hardrock, joined by Psycho Kiss, local friends Psycho Kiss, and we come, was it 160 odd miles away to catch up for an interview. Like I could have probably done this next week down the Duke or something like that. How you doing, guys? You've literally just got off stage. How was that for you, Paul?
Yeah, it was great, thank you. Yeah, I really enjoyed. Shake my tushy a little bit. PENFOLD saw it. Yeah, just trying to turn him on.
How was it for you then, Helen? Because I mean, the crowd, it's a hard slot to play in it, second stage at that time. But I mean, you kept the audience there, so you must have been doing something right.
Hopefully. The worst thing is you can see everybody. You know, when we played here before, it was like a dark room, and we're like, oh, I just see a mass of people. But today was like, oh my God, I can see you like picking your nose and texting people on the phone. It was just, but no, it was good. I really enjoyed it. It was. I was glad we had loads of people in. It was, yeah, and they seemed to be getting into it and seemed to enjoy it, so it was great.
It's something. I've talked to you about Penn past. It's one of those slots that are hard. But I mean, you had a few hundred people in there, and I mean, to get that at any sort of festival these days is great. But I mean, to hold them in there. I mean, there was nobody at the bar when you were playing, so they were all in there watching. And I guess you could say the crowd sort of grew more as the set went on. I suppose you could see that from on the stage.
Yeah. We had a great sort of street team with us. We had Jane and Sam and everybody else was out last night, and Charlotte. And Al. Yeah, I said everybody else. I can't reel off names of you all night. Yeah, they were out accosting people late into the night last night, just giving them badges and flyers and just trying to get the best turnout we could. It worked really well, you know. People said they were going to come and they came, which is, you know, it's unusual. They always go, yeah, we're going to be there, and then they're not.
Funny you should say that, because I was talking to people today, and I was using the fact that you're a big Wild Arts fan to some of the friends that I said, you want to see this band because the singer's a big Wild Arts fan, and it's like straight away they're like, okay, I'll check the band out, like, you know. So it's like you know, you've got to get people in any way, shape and form. But I mean, it just seemed the sound was great for you guys. I mean, did it sound like that when you were on stage playing?
It wasn't the best on stage for me, actually. I did have a few technical problems myself, but yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it anyway. I was really enjoying it, and I think we all did in the end. We came off, we were just exhausted, I think. But yeah, it was a good gig. Good gig.
And you guys have got, like, you're out doing a new album. Well, I mean, it seems weird, like, because you guys are like churning, like the last couple of years, you've churned out a few albums pretty quick succession, really, you know. And so can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, well, we all come up with ideas, and PENFOLD comes up with a couple of riffs on the old acoustic. Pete, and he plays piano as well. He's quite good on piano as well, mind.
Do you want a kiss or something?
No thanks, unless he has a shave. Yeah, and Pete comes up with a couple of riffs then, and then we all work together then, bring the songs together, and it comes together quite easily because we work quite well together.
What would you describe the new album as compared to your previous sort of stuff? And I mean, also describe it for, because obviously you've got a lot of new viewers here. Would you describe your sound and the new album then?
The sound for the new album's a bit heavier than the last two. It's a bit darker. I gotta say, I wasn't in a really great place when I was writing the lyrics for it, so it's all a bit depressing, but not in a sort of slit your wrists out sort of way. But you know what I mean? It's sort of getting it out, and yeah, kind of. And I think it's a bit more honest that way, because I was just getting it out rather than making stuff. You know, I think you can make stuff up to write songs, or whatever. But I think this time it was sort of quite what's the word I'm looking for? Therapeutic, to get it out. And because the boys recorded the album without me, and then I came in after and went, all right, okay, we'll do this with it. So it was a different way of recording it. Normally we write the songs, then we go in the studio. This time they wrote the songs And then they sent me the songs, and I finished the songs off. So it was a different way of doing it. I don't know if I'd want to do it that way again, but I'm better now, so we don't need to do it anymore.
You should have that on the poster.
What?
It should be written on the poster. So, Psycho Kiss's new album, grit, depressing, but not in a slit your wrists kind of way.
That's not a bad way of describing it, isn't it? And Pen, I mean, the band at the moment now, you've got a new bass player and a second guitarist. The band's sounding better than it's ever sounded. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we tend to go through bass players like Spinal Tap go through drummers, which is just a regular thing with us. But yeah, Pete's fitted in really well. Tom's fitted in really well. It's a bigger, fuller sound, and it gives us a heavier edge, I think. You know, but a deeper scope, I think. A deeper scope.
You know, we've all got different influences as well. So to have 5 people instead of, I mean, it was always just the 3 of us that wrote, really, wasn't it? So now to have 5 lots of influences instead of 3, it's made it a bit more interesting, a bit more challenging writing songs. It's good.
And how have you found it in your time? This has got to be probably one of the highlights in the short time you've been in, is it? Playing Hardrock Hell?
Yeah. Well, I was a big fan of the band before. I followed the band actually for about 5 or 6 years before I joined. I used to come around and sort of take photos, and I just used to follow them as much as I could. But yeah, it was great. Well, I actually applied for the bassist job, but the bassist didn't want to leave, and they didn't want to leave him either. Didn't want him to leave, so they then asked me to join on guitar, so which is my first, instrument anyway. So yeah, I really love it.
In fairness, the only reason we had him in the band is to stop him from following us around, wasn't it?
Anyway, I was there anyway, so I may as well just give him a guitar. Yeah.
But it's added an extra dimension, especially on the vocals. I mean, because you've got the backing vocals and the harmonies, everything he's had. Would you agree with that, Paul?
Yeah, because I can't sing.
Yeah, well. They won't give me a mic because I tend to shout abuse at people and tell jokes, so I'm not allowed a mic on stage.
So that's a first for Psycho Kiss. The reason why PENFOLD doesn't do backing vocals then is because he's dangerous with a microphone, we'd say, is it?
You can't swear. No, I am annoying. Only a little bit.
And quickly, just before we sort of wrap up with you guys, because it's always great to catch up with you guys. What's the plan for the rest of the year then, Paul, for Psycho Kiss?
I got a few gigs coming up. Best person to ask that is PENFOLD because he's got the dates. Got what was it, Summer in the City thing?
Oh, with the main grains and all that, and Hand of Dimes and everything. You're on the same day as the main grains, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, you're excited.
Wait, I can't wait to play with Danny. It's Danny.
Danny?
Wild Arts Danny.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm properly excited. I had a lovely chat with him on the phone earlier in the year, last year. He's lovely, and I just can't wait to meet him in person, and it'd be great to play with him. Yeah, quite excited about that one.
What else is in the pipeline then, Pen, for the rest of the year for Psycho Kiss?
Just trying to get as many gigs as we can, and hopefully we're going to try get a tour together, sort of up and down the UK, best we can. Started writing stuff for a new album, so as you say, when we start, we tended to sort of write a load of songs and start churning stuff out as quickly as possible. As much as we loved doing this album, we just the kind of band who wants to write and record as much as we possibly can.
Helen's words for the next rehearsal. Can we write something? Because I'm bored already.
So there's already sort of ideas floating about already then?
Yeah, there's loads of riffs coming up, and I know Helen's coming up with names of the songs she hasn't even written yet. So, but it's good. It's good. We all, we speak about things, and I think it just comes together in the end anyway. And there's lots of stories that she can sort of pluck sort of lyrics out of and stuff as well. So it's all good. It's all good.
Excellent stuff. Well, guys, I know you're pretty busy for the rest of the day, and you've earned your right to chill out and have a few beers now after playing a blinding set. Those that haven't checked the band out, make sure you go and check them out. This is Alistair from Underkill TV with the one and only Psycho Kiss. Always a pleasure to catch up with you. Cheers.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Pen, thank you.
Young man, thank you very much.
And Pete, we haven't properly met yet, but nice to have. Yeah. And you? How are you doing anyway? You right?
Yeah, I'm all good. Yeah.
This is Alistair from Underkill TV with the one and only Psycho Kiss. Cheers, guys. Thank you.